Alrighty, so today I'm going to be acrylic painting a tall monster. That is correct. I'm going to be using some creative inspirations, acrylic color in lamp black to, well, acrylic paint the tall monster that I'm going to be acrylic painting in today's video. I've also got a plate that I got from Goodwill for 59 cents that I'm going to be putting the acrylic paint on, and I have some Royal, what is this? This is Royal Lang Nickel brushes. These are the cheapest brushes I could get, and this is the cheapest acrylic paint I could get at just about $3 a bottle, I want to say. It was really cheap, a lot cheaper than every other acrylic paint the store I went to had to offer. But without further ado, let's go ahead and, I do suppose, get everything off of my notebook right here. I'm going to be using my Grumbacher acrylic notebook in today's video. Not a, what is it called? Not a... Oh my god, I've forgotten the word. I'm going to be using a notebook, not a canvas. How did I forget the word for canvas? I'm going to be using a notebook in today's video, not a canvas. I cannot believe me. I actually can't believe me. I can't believe I forgot the word for canvas, bro. But the acrylic painting I'm going to be doing in today's video is nothing complex. It's nothing complex. I'm just going to go ahead and get my notebook all opened up. It's nothing complex, though, in all honesty. I'm just going to be acrylic painting a tall monster, honestly, like I would draw one. But honestly, I do kind of want to do something a little bit different as well. I am kind of tempted. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Maybe I do want to do something a little bit different. You know what? I'm not just gonna have my lamp black in today's video. I'm gonna real quick grab my, because I have white too. I'm gonna grab my white too. And I think, actually, I'm going to try to make this look a little bit more interesting than I was initially planning. I'm kind of winging it now, because I kind of just got an idea for kind of something that I think would be interesting to do that you can only really do with acrylic with this sort of style. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to nail that in today's video. I think that's going to be the plan, you know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be the plan. But without further ado, I should probably first off get some paint on this little thingamajig right here. So I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know if this really needs to be shaken up. I'm going to go ahead and get that off, and I'm going to go ahead and just hold that like that, and I'm going to go and just go like that. I don't need a lot of paint, I just need some. So let's just go like that. And let's go ahead and get some white on there as well, because what I want to do definitely does require some white. So let's go ahead and just grab some of that as well. And I'm going to go ahead and do the body of the monster first. I'd usually start, I'm glad I did that on my paper, because I would hate to get acrylic paint all over my desk. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, that would not be fun. But I'm going to go and put both of these on the floor. And I do think, first off, I am going to do the background, or not the background, I do suppose. That's the wrong way of putting it. I'm going to do the body of the character first. Do I want to do it with this small pencil, or do I want to do it with a slightly bigger one? Or not pencil, sorry. Paintbrush. I don't know, in all honesty. Because the kind of idea I have for the body of the character, I'm not going to be doing a background in today's video or anything like that, but the idea I have for the body of the character is something that I saw one of my friends do back in high school. And what she did is she kind of had the color as sort of the body background for like a little character or something like that kind of thing, but it never really blended really well kind of thing. Each color you could see individually, but they like faded into each other. I've never tried doing that before, but I've always thought it was a really interesting look, and honestly, I want to give it a go in today's video. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I really want to give it a go nonetheless. And I think it's probably going to look better if I use this brush, so I think I'm going to try using this brush instead of this brush right here. But I do think, without further ado, let's go ahead and give it a go just with the white and black. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to get a bunch of my white right here. Can you all see that? Y'all can see that. Okay, I'm going to get a bunch of my white right here, and I'm just going to glob it right there. And I'm going to grab the tiniest bit of black. I only need a little bit. Just like that. And I'm just going to mix these together kind of thing just to get a little bit of color. And I'm going to go ahead and just start doing the body just like this kind of thing. So I just want the body to be like that big, I think. I just want it to be like that big. And I'm just going to go ahead and go around just like that kind of thing. And I am going to fix this afterwards. The brush strokes, they really should be looking a little bit more like this kind of thing. You really gotta do that, especially if you want to go for the style that I'm trying to go for in today's video. You definitely got to make sure the brush strokes go flat across kind of thing. It's definitely not I definitely should not have gone for the circle first off, that is for sure, but it's looking a lot better now. And then now I kind of want to start adding those sort of like streaks of just certain color kind of things. So let's just do that. And I think I'm going to go for another one like down here. But then I'm going to grab some white as well, and I'm going to do that over that now. Huh. It's not turning out quite like I was hoping it would. The streaks are definitely much more distinct. I'm not exactly sure how she did it in high school, but it was a very interesting look. But this is still looking pretty interesting, I ain't gonna lie. This is still looking pretty interesting, and I like how it looks as overall, that is for sure. I do think I need to make this circle a little bit more round as well. So I am just gonna go ahead and start doing that as well. Because like going like that should be all good. I think that's all good now. Maybe I need to smooth this area out a little bit. Go like that a little bit, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and do some more streaks as well. Ooh, that might have been a little bit too dark, but that's okay. And just keep smoothing that out. Just keep adding layers. It's not looking as interesting as it was. Maybe I should have stopped adding layers, in all honesty. But either way, it's definitely still looking a little bit more interesting than not. How's it looking when I stand up? It's not the most interesting look in the world. It's all kind of blended together. I might have made a little bit of a mistake. But this is a learning experience kind of thing. This is a learning experience. I don't acrylic paint much at all. Last time I acrylic painted was months ago. And it's something I really want to do a lot more. But I haven't acrylic painted in a long time, and I definitely want to practice more, especially with this like specific style kind of thing. I love this sort of specific style, and it's definitely something I want to do a lot more in the future. And so now I'm going to go ahead and just add some white streaks as well, or try to at least. Maybe I should just like leave it alone like that, maybe. Maybe go for like one more. I kind of messed that up. That's too much. I don't want that much. Okay. And I think I'm going to leave it like that for the moment. I think any more, and I'm just going to kind of mess it up. I've got some streaks going and everything like that kind of thing. It is kind of a semi-interesting look right now. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to let it dry. It's going to take a little bit to dry, so I think while it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and wash my brush off. And I'm going to come back to it in like 30 minutes to 45 minutes and start back with this and go ahead and do the rest of the painting, I do suppose, because the rest of the painting is pretty much just the outline of the character, the details on the face and everything like that, and all that sort of fun stuff. and the actual like legs and the arms and everything like that. All of that requires me to have let this dry beforehand. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and let this dry. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my brush off to make sure I don't ruin it by accident. And I think I'm gonna go maybe have a snack and go have a smoke. I think that is the plan. But you know, overall, certainly looking forward to seeing how this little bit of a acrylic painting turns out. I ain't gonna lie, it's very, very enjoyable so far. I'm really enjoying this. Definitely think I might have to do more of this in the future, that is for sure. I'll be back though in just a couple minutes. Alrighty, so it's now been about an hour, although I will admit I haven't been counting, so I don't really know how long it's been. But what I do know is that this is now dry. It's not tacky, it is 100% dry. So now it is time to do the next stage of the drawing, which I was planning on being the border of the character, but honestly, I am kind of wanting to do another layer of the background right here. I kind of want to give it a more interesting look. That's kind of what I want to do, but I'm also just kind of tempted to leave it like it is because it is, I don't know, I think I might honestly just leave it like it is because I am pretty happy with it, and I feel like if I go over it anymore, I might mess it up. So I think I'm just going to leave it as it is kind of thing, just commit to it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start doing the actual details of the character itself. I think that is the plan at least. I think for the border of the character and for the arms and the legs of the character, I am going to be using this brush right here, which is a number 6. And then I think for all of the facial details, I'm going to be using this brush right here, which is a number 1. I think that is the plan at least. Using 2 different size brushes is not something I usually do, but I think I want to give it a go in today's video. I think first off though, I am going to go ahead and do the circle around the character right here. I'm not going to go like this. I want to go kind of more like this kind of thing, and that's what I'm going to try to do. It's just going to be pure black, but after I'm done doing the circle, I might add a little bit of white streaks in there if I'm feeling up to it. I'm going to go and move this up a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and get right to it. So let's just go ahead and just start doing this just all the way around. Try to just not glob it on too much, but also glob it on. It's kind of the look I'm going for. There we go. I like it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just brush all of that onto the plate. Or try to brush as much as I can onto the plate. I didn't bring a water cup with me. I have a water cup, but I don't know if I really want to put water in it for the moment. And I'm going to go and grab some white. And I'm going to try to add just some white streaks real quick. Just try to blend that in kind of thing. I grabbed too much white, but that's okay. I'm just going to try to blend that in. Alrighty. And now I think I'm going to go ahead and try to go ahead and do the legs. So the legs, I'm just going to have coming down like this. I definitely put too much paint on my plate right there. I definitely did not need that much, I ain't gonna lie. So that paint is just gonna be going to waste. Oh well, it is what it is. It's only a $3 bottle of paint after all. And I'm gonna try to kind of give this a little bit of a swept look kind of thing, if I can. I'd like to give it a little bit of a swept look. I'm gonna try to go over this side as well and give it a kind of a swept look as well. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. That kind of has now like a swept look kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to turn out, but I like it right now at least. I do think I want to make this leg a little bit thicker though. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now as well because it's not quite even. So I'm just going to go ahead and start making this leg a little bit thicker. There we go. It's pretty even now, I'd say. And let's go and do the feet. Ooh, I messed that up. Get all that and kind of just sweep it up there. Now I'm going to have to make this one thicker too. Oh well, it is what it is. And let's go and do the arms now. I'm thinking I might have made the head a little bit too big, but we'll see once I add the face. There we go. Now for the hands, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and wipe off a bunch of that black and try to give it a little bit of a swept look as well. And try to give these a little bit of a swept look as well, I guess is the right way of putting it. Alrighty, there we go. I'm just gonna go and stand up real quick and just see if there's anything else I want to do to it for the moment. I'm feeling pretty good about it right now. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm definitely thinking that I would have liked to make the line going around the actual head itself a little bit smaller, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that now. All things to know for future drawings. I'm gonna go ahead and make this look a little bit swept as well. And try to just bring that all down as well. Alrighty. So there we go, and I'm thinking now I want to go ahead and do the face. Now, do I want to do the face with this brush or with that brush? I'm thinking I kind of want to commit to doing this brush. So I'm thinking I might put that to the side and not use that brush today. I think that might be the plan at least. Let's go ahead and start on the face. So I think I'm just going to do a nose, I'm thinking right here in the middle. Oopsies, I messed that up a little bit. And I'm thinking, do I want to have the eyes come down? Yeah, I do. And is there anything else I want to do? I'm thinking something like that. Maybe something like that. And I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be it. I don't think there's really anything else I want to do. I think that is all I really had planned for this painting today, in all honesty. I'm just going to go and wipe a bunch of that off real quick. And, well, take a look at all of the paint that I'm going to be wasting, y'all. That's a lot of paint I'm going to be wasting, but hey, it is what it is kind of thing. Nothing I can do about it now. Now I know for the future. What are my overall thoughts on this painting, though? Is there anything I think I could do better? Definitely. There's definitely stuff I could do better. I think making the lines a little bit thinner would definitely do me good. I definitely want to invest in maybe not a nice set of acrylic brushes, but definitely a nicer set of acrylic brushes. I picked out the cheapest brush set I could because I didn't feel like spending money at the time, and that's definitely coming back to bite me in the butt a little bit. I definitely do want more variety for brushes that I can use. I could have used one of my watercolor brushes, but I don't really want to combine my watercolor brushes with I don't really want to combine my watercolor brushes with the acrylic paints. I feel like that's probably a bad idea. But, I mean, like, overall, what are my thoughts on this drawing? Do I like it? Do I not? not on this drawing, on this painting. Do I like it? Do I not? No, I'm a pretty big fan of it, more so than not, that is for sure. I definitely don't think it's my best piece of art ever, but more so than not, I am pretty happy with it. I ain't gonna lie, also certainly no complaints on my behalf. I do hope that y'all have enjoyed watching this video. That is for sure. I've certainly enjoyed making this video. It's been a lot of fun to make. I really enjoyed acrylic painting for the first time in a little bit. I definitely really like the sort of a windswept design of the character. I know I really tried to make the actual background of the character itself, the body color of the character, look a little bit more interesting than not, which really didn't pan out in the way I wanted. But I mean, like, hey, I really can't do anything about that now, and I'm definitely still more happy with how it looks than not, but I definitely don't feel like it's the most interesting looking drawing in the world kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, I like how this looks, but it's definitely not the most interesting looking drawing in the world, and I do kind of just want to make it look a little bit more interesting, that is for sure. But overall, more so than not, I definitely am happy with this with this painting, how it turned out kind of thing. If you guys have any constructive criticism, any tips for acrylic painting or anything like that, or for this drawing in general, of course, please make sure to leave them in the comments down below. I welcome constructive criticism, of course. Of course, if you guys enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my main channel, all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But thank you very much for watching, y'all. To the next one, stay safe and peace. And have a great one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?